All right, what's up, ugly ass niggas? This your boy J Miles, and I am back with another video. And you know what to do. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share it with your ugly ass friends. On today's video, we will be dealing with raising Kanan again, and this one right here is the topic is going to be the reason Jukebox becomes a cop. I think I kind of finally figured it out of the reason why she's going to become a police officer. As we know, a lot of different tragedies has happened in her life, and she's constantly getting hit by, you know, tragic after tragedy after tragedy to the point that I think she's going to get to her breaking point. Because she even said in Haley Gil, what's her last name? Haley Gilgore, I believe, something like that. Hilgore or something. But anyways, I know her first name is Haley. The actress that plays Jukebox said that Jukebox is going to hit rock bottom at the end of this season. So we haven't yet seen that. So we know that somebody very close to her or multiple people very close to her might be taken out at the end of this season finale. So the question is who and why, and how is it that these events going to help factor into her decision to become a police officer. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into it. Now, we're going to start this thing off with this image here of her and Garcia. I think Garcia is going to play a very significant part in, her influence. I mean, well, in the influence of getting her to, excuse me, become a cop. I know initially a lot of us thought it would be Detective Burke, but of course she bit the bullet last season. But if you pay attention, Garcia, he's been coming at her, and he also said that Burke told him she was a good citizen. So who's to say that Garcia won't give her the recommendation to get her into the police force, right? And also, we have to cover what would be the reason that she agrees to become one. I'm going to explain that really soon, because as we know, in the original Power, she was a cop already, and they said she's been a cop for quite a while in DC, right? So, in my opinion, I'm not going to be too long with this video. This video is not going to be very long, but in my opinion, the reason that she becomes a cop is hurt, pain, and sorrow. And what do I mean by hurt, pain, and sorrow? Juke is going to go through so much pain that she wants to put herself in a position where she can always know what's going on. Because keep in mind, I believe, like I've told you already in my and shout out to Mark Duff for this photo. I grabbed it for him, as y'all can see. But uh because I didn't know where this I remember it was they had this little mini teaser at the end of episode 9. Not sure if it's still there or not, but anyways, I didn't feel like digging for it. I searched it on YouTube. His popped up first. I said, cool, I'm gonna grab his. But anyways, um the point is, you see here, she's clearly crying, and she's look like she's crying her eyes out. Like it's not just a normal cry. She's really hurt by whatever this is that has happened, and we see someone comforting her. But and I would say that it looks like it's absolutely a man hand, so it's not Aisha. So for any of y'all that might want to get ready to say it's Aisha, it's not her. That look at the hand. There's no way that's a woman. Anyways, um, I think throughout all the pain that she shared with losing her mom, losing um, Aisha potentially, losing Rock or Marvin, you know what I'm saying? I think she's gonna be like, bro, all of my people just keeps dying and they keep falling to the streets. So if I become a cop, I'll be able to know what's going on and I can possibly prevent it while also being in the prime position to be able to, if I want to hit licks, because we've seen her hitting licks in the original Power, right? So if I want to do that, I'm in the prime position to be able to execute it without getting caught because I'm one of them now, right? And Detective Garcia is going to help get her to that position because he looks at her as a good citizen. So I believe he's going to recommend her to the force. That's my opinion. But really quick, I think here Rocket has passed away. That's who I think it is. I'm gonna stick on it. And this hand looks like it could be three people. It's between three people. It could be Marvin, but the only thing I don't know about it being Marvin because the hand looks like Marvin wears those rings and unless he just so happened to not have the rings on this particular time, it's not him. But I don't know. Does he have it on this other hand? Was this his left hand? Possibly, maybe that's when he wears the rings. I'm not exactly sure, but I think he has it on with his right. I don't feel like going to verify it, but anyways, it could be Kanan or it could be Lou. But either way, it is absolutely one of those three, if you ask me. But hold on, somebody's head is here, right? This is crazy. But anyway, I'm not trying to dissect this right now. My point is she becomes a cop because she wants to be able to not be caught slipping again, so she can know exactly what's going on in the streets before it's happening and be able to make a move before, because let's be real. If she was a cop, she could have prevented possibly what happened with Famous, or been able, or she could have, even if she didn't prevent what happened to Famous, she would have been able to. The moment she heard that it was dirty cops, she could have digged into it herself and found out quickly that it was those guys, Pickley and Riley, and Wiley, and figured out that Rock didn't have anything to do with that. It was Snaps and Pop, and she could have prevented what, if I'm correct about this, Kanan taking out Rock because he thinking that she killed Famous and Crystal. She would have been able to, enter that database and be like, no, it wasn't her. It was Snaps and Pop, and they could have just simply went ahead and took them out. Now we're gonna have to see them as enemy, public enemy number one at the beginning of season 5. But yeah, that's the reason, in my opinion, that she's gonna become a cop, people, so that she can be able to monitor everything. But definitely let me know what y'all think of in the comment section. Could it be another reason that you guys see that she becomes a cop? Because as we know, that's where she becomes. And who knows? It might start at the beginning, not the beginning, but like in season 5. Who knows? We might see her just transition over to becoming a police officer. But anyway, yeah, definitely let me know what y'all thinking of in the comments. But like usual, if you're cool with me, fooling me, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share with your glad friends. But until the next video, I'm out.